The showreel is a bottleneck in any sound design career. You want a job? You need a showreel. You want to collaborate? You need a showreel. You want to use the bathroom? You need a... well, okay, not in that situation. But without a showreel, it's really hard to get into the business. Sure, networking and connections are really important, but even those situations eventually ends up with...
By the way, can you send over your showreel?
So, let's learn how to create a sound design showreel. We will cover what a sound design showreel is, what the structure of it is, what length it should be, what content it should have, and how you can make it as good as possible to make it stand out from the rest. If you want a shortcut of all of this, I have a great free tool for you in the end of the video, so stay tuned for that. But for now, let's start from the beginning. A sound design showreel is a short video where you have edited together 3 to 4 video clips, removed all sounds from them and replaced that with your own sound design. The idea of a sound design showreel is to show a potential client or hiring company that you're a good fit for their current needs. This means that you should show off your best work and also show a diversity of skills. The structure of the showreel is divided into 3 parts. First is the intro with a sound logo, then comes the 4 redesigned video clips, and last we have the outro logo with your contact information included. The showreel's full length should be around 1 minute and 8 seconds. I know this is a very specific number. The reason for this length is that the showreel needs to cover a lot of ground, but the viewer doesn't have much time, and around 1 minute and 8 seconds has turned out to be a great middle ground of keeping the audience engaged and you still are able to cram in all the information needed. The 3 sections should be divided into something like this. Intro logo 3 to 6 seconds, scene 1 to 4, 12 to 8 seconds each, and the outro logo 3 to 6 seconds. The sound logo in the beginning of your showreel is the listener's first impression of you, so make sure it's a good one. If you're not used to design animation and visual effects, you can use Canva to easily create a simple design, or if you want to go the extra mile, you can hire a visual artist at fiverr.com to create it for you. Once you have the visuals ready, add the sound design to it and that part is done.
Wait, is that it? Just add in the sounds? Wasn't this supposed to be a sound design tutorial?
Well, I'm sorry, but there's not room in this showreel video to dive into details of how to create a sound logo. If you want to know more about that, leave a comment below and I make a video about it. But a quick tip is to notice and then follow the movements of the visual design and don't overthink it. Add the sounds that first comes to your mind. After all, this is your own personal sound logo, and the sounds that comes natural to you probably suits you well. This is the main bulk of your showreel. In this part you choose 3 to 4 different video clips that are in between 12 to 18 seconds long. These clips can be from trailers, game cinematics and or gameplay. You simply mute all sounds in the video clips and then you add your own sound design to it. This redesign section of your showreel is important to prepare and research. What I mean is that it's important to choose the right content for your reel. To start off, choose content that reflect what kind of company and games you want to work with. If you want to work for a AAA company, choose content from AAA games to redesign. And if you want to work for indie games, choose content from indie games to redesign. In both cases, make sure to redesign cinematics and in-game footage to show that you can do both of them. When you decide what order you want the clips to be in, you can think like this: start big. You need to grab the attention of the listener and pull them into your world, so start off with the impressive visuals and sound design. And in order to show off your diverse set of skills, put the clips with the detailed textures in between those big ones. Now, let's take a break and give us a moment to think about what sound design really is. It's not just a bunch of super cool sounds, even though I love those. Sound design is mainly a storytelling tool, but even the best storyteller in the world isn't a storyteller without a story to tell. So make sure that each of your clips that you choose has a story that you can tell with your sound design. This means that they should have a clear start and end to them, like a short story. And speaking of telling a story, make sure that your clips fluidly transition into each other. A great way to do this is to use the start of a movement in one clip and then let the next clip continue that movement, like these ones do. If you do this well, your reel will stand out from the rest. It will also show how much thought and energy you put into it and how good storyteller you are. A quick word of caution before we move on to some frequently asked questions. If you choose content from titles that have celebrated an iconic sound design in them, you probably will be compared to the original sound design, and since it's always hard to triumph over the originals, that's a place you probably don't want to be in. Okay, it's time for some FAQs.
Can I have music in my show reel?
I'm sorry, but no. Make your sound design showreel really focus on one craft. If you are a composer too, just make a separate showreel for your music.
Can I only use sound effects that I made from scratch?
You can use any sound effect you have access to. There's no immediate advantage to using sound effects that you have made from scratch, except that you will sound unique with them. So use sound from third-party libraries, but layer and manipulate them to make them unique to you. Next question! Oh, we did just have those two? Not much of an FAQ section then, right? Yeah, okay, I carry on, okay. Roll the camera! For all your redesigns, make sure to add a title down in the left corner of the game and the studio who made it and what you have done on it. If it's a redesign, write out sound redesigned and your name, and if you actually worked on the game, write out what kind of audio work you did on it. When you have finished your redesign and your logo, make sure you send it off to someone for feedback. It's so easy to get carried away and miss things that you don't think of yourself. A fresh pair of ears from a friend is worth its weight in gold in these situations. Once you have implemented the feedback, it's time to send out your first application showreel to a game developer. All of this may feel like a lot to do, but remember what they say about eating an elephant, one bite at a time. You can do this. As I said before, I have a great free tool for you. This is a cheat sheet of everything we covered in this video. All information nicely put together into one page with graphics and everything. Super convenient to have on your desktop when you're working on your showreel. Alright, that's it for this video. I hope you found it valuable. Have a great day and I see you in the next one.